Welcome to The Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. So I know I don't talk about a lot of the other social media platforms that much, especially Twitter. Now, am I on Twitter? Yes. Am I actively on Twitter? Kinda, sorta. I pretty much locked out all of the, hot and popping, social media accounts. Years and years ago when they first began, I just locked out my name on all of them to make sure that, they were under my name. I don't know what is going to happen with Twitter. If you have not heard, Elon Musk is now the owner of Twitter. He was trying to, not buy it. He was trying to buy it, and then he decided that he wasn't going to buy it anymore, whatever the case may be. But if you know anything about Elon Musk, he is the CEO and chief engineer of SpaceX. He is an investor. He is the CEO, and I believe the product, I don't know if they call it engineer or architect of Tesla and a bunch of other things, but that's what he's mainly known for. And now he is the owner of Twitter. He has like a $200 billion net worth, and it's probably way more than that now, but it's at least 200 billion. I know that. So here we are, trying to figure out how Twitter is going to work. They are talking about Twitter Blue was a program I think that was rolled out about a year ago. I didn't know anything about it maybe until 3 or 4 months into the year that it rolled out. So it was already out and up and going for like 3 or 4 months before I even knew what it was. That's how much I'm on Twitter. And basically it gives you an ad-free experience. It unlocks you to other, things that you can do, customizable stuff. Things like changing colors and whatever, which I thought you were able to do without that, but I guess they put it under monetization. I don't know. But anyway, it was like $4.99, something like that. Never subscribed to it. It wasn't a big deal. I think Elon Musk has now said that instead of calling it Twitter Blue, I don't know if he's still going to call it Twitter Blue, but he wants it to be part of subscriptions. And also what is said is that a new subscription is coming for $19.99 a month. And that will allow people, it would have those same features and I guess some other expanded features. There are many different things that I've been hearing in the atmosphere, as they say, the zeitgeist, that they're saying that you're going to be able to pay for verification. So instead of what's the criteria for verification, this, that, and the other. My thing is like this. If anybody who I see has been verified after Elon Musk took office, okay, isn't that just going to kind of look like you just paid for verification? Because that's what it is. You're paying for it. The whole point of verification was to be earned because of your star power in some regards, The fact that people would want to, imitate who you are and set up fake accounts and, that sort of thing. So they want to safeguard against that by making sure that your account is verified. And that's across all platforms, even though Twitter doesn't have anything to do with, Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So, these are different things that there's different checks and balances and stuff for this to make sure that public figures and such don't have to worry about being impersonated. Okay, so it's a thing that's earned. If everybody can pay for a verification, especially if it's a subscription. Now, if it is a subscription that you don't keep up with, that means one day you'll be verified and then the next day you won't. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. To me, the verification process should be much more clean. It should be, it's kind of hard with the criteria, but let there maybe be some type of criteria so that people know exactly what the deal is. Because you can't say it's just popular. People used to think it was the number of followers, but there's people with like 10,000 followers that are verified, and then people with 10 million followers that are verified. So what really is the criteria for this? But I don't know if I would side with just being able to pay for it, because there's nothing special about it once everybody can just pay for it. Maybe you need to cross a certain threshold in your account to be able to be verified. I don't know. And I'm not playing like I have all the answers to this, because I don't. But just to be able to go in and pay to be verified, I don't think that is necessarily the way to go. Because then if that's the case, then just verify everybody. Because that means that you're just paying, Anyway, you guys kind of get the understanding of what I'm talking about here. But yeah, I'm trying to reason this whole thing out. Major changes that he's made to the front page of Twitter, showing a news feed instead of just signing up, but the sign up with the news feed. So that was very different than what was there before. I don't know. A lot of people have mixed feelings about it. I have mixed feelings about it too. I'm not on Twitter very often. I try to go on once a day at least to just retweet stories. I'm not a person that tweets actively. I would rather just find interesting stories or interesting things and just retweet them, because that works for me. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Twitter. I really was considering, actually over the summer, I was considering just like deactivating my account because it was just so crazy. I used to maintain, I think, 3 or 4 accounts on there. And I actually shut down a bunch of them because one of them was restricted. I have no idea why. It said that I had violated some Twitter thing. And I'm like, I don't even understand how, because that account had not had any action on it. Literally in months. I hadn't tweeted through that other account in months. So what could you possibly violate if you haven't used the account? I don't know. So that kind of turned me off. And then I had another account that was pretty much the same thing. They kept restricting and then putting on, then restricting and then taking it off. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. So I just ended up deleting it. So I didn't really have any of my business entities or anything like that on Twitter except for the Onyx Queen Media. And there may be 1 or 2 other accounts that I just literally probably just abandoned because there was never any way to get a real answer from Twitter. You email them, you try to, send them a DM, whatever. It just wasn't worth it to me. I find Twitter to be I find Twitter to be a very toxic place as well. It's a place where people can yell out in the open, and so many people just chime in to the crazy. And I don't really particularly care for that type of platform either. But like I said, I had it going because I had locked out all of the different social medias with my name with my business name to make sure that they were taken. But, I could really shut Twitter down very easily. I would like to see what Elon Musk is going to do to see if it's even beneficial, because as much as I don't use it, I easily could shut it down, and I may just do that. But I want to try to give it a chance, I've still kept it and still try to somewhat keep it active. But, I'm in two minds about it. I really am. What do you guys think about this whole Twitter fiasco? And from what I understand, a lot of changes will be coming in the next week or so. So we've got to really keep an eye out on everything that's going on. I figure by the end of the year, we're going to see a lot of different stuff. So, I don't know, you guys. This is going to be really, really interesting, because anyone that has heard anything about Elon Musk or has worked with him, he is a toughie. He really is a tough, shrewd businessman. So, I can't imagine that they're expecting sweeping layoffs over at Twitter. He went in within the first, I don't know if it was in the first 24 hours, and fired like the top 3 people, something to that effect, which was like really wild. And I think that was just to exert, power, like who is in control type of stuff, Yeah. So I will be watching this closely. I'm going to keep my Twitter account for now. And then I'm going to also keep an eye out on what they plan on doing with this, and if it's even worth it, or maybe it's going to change to something completely different. I don't know, but we'll see. With that said, I am on TikTok. I know I said I wasn't going to get on there. No, that's not true. Not that I didn't say I was going to get on there. I was on TikTok before, and then I took deleted my account. And I guess I deleted my account long enough because I actually got my original name back again. So that was kind of interesting because I wasn't expecting to be able to do that. So I'm on TikTok. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't have a clue in life how that's going to work, but I'm going to put some things up there. I've put up some quotes and things like that, and people seem to be clicking on that, so I like that. We will see where that goes. I'm still trying to decide, but yeah. So find me on Instagram at Onyx Queen Media. That is my most active social media. Child, don't even look for me on Twitter, because when I tell you I don't tweet, ain't nothing going on over there. TikTok is going to be probably a more stripped down version of my Instagram, because the things that I'm posting on TikTok are coming from Instagram. So I'm not going to post the same exact thing, but I am going to take specific things and pluck them out and add them to the TikTok timeline. So same name on all socials, at Onyx Queen Media, but Instagram is where I am active all the time. So I'll keep you posted on what I hear, and if anybody knows anything else, send me a message, and let me know what you know. Do you work at Twitter currently that you would be willing to speak anonymously? I mean, if that's you, feel free to contact me. Everything stays confidential over here. And you know what? Hey, that's my update right now. And I will talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys in a couple days. All right? Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With 1 click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/onyxhoney. Start saving right now.